Hello.
Anna.
You want to hear me?
Yeah, yes, sir, we can hear you.
One second, one second. Actually, I have my headset problem. Let me
Sure.
connect once again,
Yeah,
or else I
sure.
will check. Can you check now? You are able to hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Okay, chalo, let's start. Let me know if you are able to see the screen.
Yes, we can see.
Yeah, fine.
Yes, sir.
Any doubts in yesterday's?
Sir,
Praveen?
I was relooking looking
Tejas,
back at.
your voice is not clear.
Hello, sir.
Your voice
Sir,
is not clear.
sir, is it a little better now?
Yeah, it is better. You can talk. Yeah.
So basically, when we're looking at Snowflake, right? Snowflake, there was what we did was we had a data cloud, a data cloud integration in our job, which was which we did. That Snowflake data integration, what did was it created a Snowflake instance to integrate with our data warehouse. So basically, does that mean that all the data gets stored on virtual clusters within Snowflake, or is there integration of like you said, like AWS and Azure stuff that goes into it?
Yeah. Let me clear one thing. One second. Let me open the diagram. See, when we move the data into a Snowflake, fine. When we move a data into a Snowflake here, one second. Data warehouse.
Raju, నాది బ్లూటూత్ ఆఫ్ చేసేయ్.
Can you mute? Yeah. See here, Tejas. Let's consider you have a data in your on-prem server. You are integrating a data with to your Snowflake, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So in that case, what will happen now? When you move a data from SQL Server to Snowflake, this Snowflake is sit on top of the cloud like AWS or Azure or GCP. Fine. While taking the subscription from the Snowflake, so you will select whether AWS or Azure SQL or GCP. When the data is moved into a Snowflake, the data will be available. Data will be stored into any one of these cloud providers. Any one of these provider. Okay, that you can't see a data where it is going to sit. You can able to see the data by querying a tables using your SQL. Fine, but for your question, when the data is loaded into a Snowflake, the data will be stored into a your cloud providers, any one cloud provider. Fine.
Uh-huh.
So it makes sense your question,
Yeah. So it's stored within the cloud provider.
which is a cloud provider. But
Uh-huh.
whatever we are going to load a data into Snowflake, that we can't see from our eyes. You can able to see a data only when you query a tables using your SQL language.
Okay. Uh-huh. Makes sense, sir.
You understood?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got it, sir.
Yeah. You can able to see a data only by querying a tables using your SQL language. Is that clear your question, or still you have any uh, Still you have clarifications or needed clarifications or queries? Tejas.
Yeah. So yes, sir. Thank you, sir. So basically, with the data cloud integration, thank you, sir. The data cloud integration, what we're looking at is being able to merge Snowflake with our existing data warehouse. So it'll be on the cloud
Not the merge,
provider.
not. We can't use the word merge. We can't use the
Uh-huh.
word migrate. We can use the word migrate from on-prem to Snowflake.
And then, so basically, when you migrate the data from this to Snowflake database, to the Snowflake data warehouse, the you said it's very beautiful, right? So basically, what are the different types of benefits of moving to that cloud,
One
migrating
second.
to that cloud?
One second. Can you repeat once again?
Like the benefits of migrating to that cloud, to Snowflake cloud. What were some of the benefits? Like the one
Yeah,
that's
some other
fast.
benefits. See, some other benefits are
Uh,
Tejas. See, let's consider
uh, uh,
if you have a data in your user diagram. One second. I shown just now. If you have a if you have a data in your on-prem. So when I use the word on-prem, like those are non-cloud platforms. So I can say one of the on-prem server example SQL server. Fine. So if you have a data in SQL server, if you load your data into Snowflake, you are asking me, so what are the benefits you get, right?
yes, sir. Yeah.
What are the benefits you get? See, as a organization, fine, they no need to maintain as an organization, no need to maintain your data centers.
Oh,
Fine,
yeah.
uh, no need to maintain a software. No need to not no need to install software hardwares. Okay,
Uh-huh.
no need to no need to updates any patches. Fine. Mm, no human efforts or DBS are required. Fine. So virtual warehouses are introduced in Snowflake. Are introduced in Snowflake. So which will be independent to execute the to execute the SQL queries, and concurrent users can access the data without any impact. Fine. In Snowflake, in Snowflake, in Snowflake, fine. Data is stored in compressed optimization and stored in micro partitions. So when we retrieve the data, so data retrieval will be fast. So what else you required, Tejas? Is this enough for your question?
Yeah, so basically that makes sense here. So so when we're looking at when we're looking at the data center, the software patches, there's no need to install software. There's no need to update any patches. But there's also which is thank you, sir.
See here actually. Uh, uh, Here, when you have a 1 second. This is see when you have a data in your SQL server. When you load your data into your Snowflake, let's consider not this is not SQL data. When you load your data into, so this diagram is a example for traditional data warehouse, not into Snowflake. Just let's consider you have a data in your Snowflake here. Fine, from the SQL server to Snowflake. So while maintaining your traditional data warehouse, you need to maintain your hard disk, you need to maintain your hardware resources. To maintain your SQL server, administrations are required. Fine. Whenever they get the see, suppose today you are loading. Just concentrate on my points. Fine. If you get any doubts, ask me a questions. No problem. See today thought that you are loading a data 2 dB, 2 T 2 TB of data, and your database is accessing around 500 users. By tomorrow, automatically your data will be grown into 4 TB, and then users are connecting more than 100 users. So for that you need to be increase your hardware capacity, and then your hard disk to store the data also. Fine. And also to fast retrieval also you need to increase your hard disk in case of a traditional data warehouse. Suppose you have a limited hardware capacity, then you need to increase to a certain level of hardware. So for that you need to maintain, maintenance is required. If hard disk is something is like around 2 TB today you have configured, tomorrow you are loading another 2 dB of data into your SQL server. Again, you need to increase this hard disk also to store your huge data. So for that, to maintain everything, so for that, to take care of your hard disk, those things and all, your DBA required. To take care of your hardware resources, network administrator are required. Fine. So there are huge manual interventions are required here. Software and hardware is also required. Fine. Whenever the company is providing a patches, nothing but any updates, then DBA need to update on the server. So to overcome all these things, in Snowflake, what they have done, just they have introduced, if you take a subscription of a Snowflake, just start working with the Snowflake. You don't need to maintain any these things and all. Any uh, any these hardware resources or hard disk or DBS, nothing is required. Fine. In case of Snowflake, when the data is loaded into a Snowflake, it will be stored in a compressed format and very optimization, and then it will store in a micro partitions. Uh, I will tell you how they have architectured micro partitions while retrieving a data. Fine. We have a two
Sir,
concepts.
sir, I have a query. So how the data is here? I just wanted to need more information, like how the data is compressed and micro.
So no compressed thing, but they have written a inbuilt
Okay,
algorithm. Suppose if you load your 20 GB of data,
okay,
if your file is 20 GB of data, when you load the data into a Snowflake, the 20 GB will be compressed, and then it will be always the data is less than data store is less than comparing to your actual file size in the
Okay, okay,
Snowflake.
yeah, got it, sir. Yeah, got it,
Suppose,
sir.
yeah, got it. No, I will explain that micro partition structure now. Already I have
Yeah, that
explained.
is, yep, yeah, sure, sir.
Yeah, because I have two things to explain still in the micro partitions. So I will explain those two things, and then we'll proceed next things actually. See, uh, so this is our so yesterday we discussed multi-cluster and the addition. We'll discuss query pruning today. What is this query pruning? Uh, One second. Why it is okay? శోభ అర్థమవుతుంది కదా మీకు?
Yes, sir.
షూరా?
Sure, sir.
ఓకే, ఫైన్. మీకు ఏమైనా
What you
డౌట్స్
are
ఉంటే అడగండి.
explaining, I understood, sir.
సారీ,
డైలీ చెప్పే క్లాసెస్ అయితే అర్థమవుతున్నాయి సార్.
అదే నేనేమంటున్నానంటే మీకు ఇది సీక్వెల్ బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ అవేం లేదు అన్నట్టున్నారు కదా, గుర్తు నాకు, కరెక్టా? సో నేనేమంటున్నా అంటే తేజ, సారీ ఫర్ అవర్ రీజనల్ లాంగ్వేజ్ యాక్చువల్లీ. what I'm asking you, Shobha, whenever you get your doubts while discussion, maybe the terminologies are new, concepts are
Yes.
new. If you don't understand, uh, uh, immediately stop me, and then I will explain clearly with the very low level details. Fine. నేను బేసిక్స్ చాలా బేసిక్స్ కింద నుంచి ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తున్నా నేను, ఓకేనా? సో మీకు టర్మినాలజీస్ కానీ
Very good, sir. I'm understanding.
you are understanding, right?
Yes, sir.
Clear. That's what. See, my intention is to need to understand who knows SQL, who don't know the SQL, who knows the any other thing. Fine.
Yes.
If you come up with a very blank mind, and then you need to understand what we are discussing here. That's it. Fine.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Right. Then, so we are discussing in query pruning. So let's open a micro partition. So this is the Praveen. See, when the data is loaded into your Snowflake, your data is so traditional database and the traditional data structure, like columns, and then the combination of the table, the data will be stored in form of a columns and then rows, right?
Yep,
Suppose
yes.
let's consider we have a table with the 4 columns: type, and then name, and then country, and then date. Listen carefully. This data will be stored into a multiple micro partitions. Micro partition 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the component where the data is going to store in a Snowflake. The data will be stored in a Snowflake in the form of a column, not into combination of columns and rows. If you see here, type, name, country, date. If you consider the first record, they have stored a first row is 2, second row is A, third row is UK, fourth column value is 112. In coming to second row, first column value is 4, second column value is C, third column value is BP, third column value is 112. Like that, based on the table size, based on the data load into a particular table, the data will be stored in a micro partitions continuously. Each micro partition component will be having minimum 50 to 500 size, or 50 to 500 size. Suppose let's consider if you have a huge data, it will be,
Sir,
if you have a
sir, 50 to 500 size means it's in terms of number of micro partitions, sir.
one micro partition size will be minimum 50 MB, maximum 500 MB.
Oh, okay.
One micro partition size, like that. If you have a how much of data is there in your table, those micro partitions will be allocated to your table. Fine.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Once, yeah.
Sir, basically here, as per my understanding, so first row in the traditional data warehouse, how whatever the data is stored, right? So that gets completely stored in the Snowflake as a column wise.
Column
To a
format,
you column
column
format,
format.
yep, column
I
format.
will, I
Yeah,
will,
sure.
I will, I will, I will tell you what is the advantage. I will tell you what is the advantage. What is the advantage to store in the
Exactly, sir.
column format.
Yeah,
I will tell you
yeah,
what is
I had that question. Yeah, yeah, yes, sir.
what is the advantage. I will tell you while retrieving the data. Fine.
Yep,
Let me
sure.
let me go through with the things. After completion of discussion, if you get any doubts, ask me. Or shoot me. No problem. Fine. See where we were discussing. Yes. See, whenever we load the data into a particular table, so based on the table size, those many number of micro partitions will be allocated to the those many number of micro partitions will be allocated to the particular table. Fine. Suppose let's consider I have a table, one table with 2 GB, 2 GB, 2 GB. So uh, uh, for this one table, uh, let's consider they are going to store a data in multiple micro. This is I am considering this is the micro for example. So these are the micro partitions. Fine. The data will be stored into a micro partitions. So this is micro partition 1, this is micro partition 2, this is micro partition 3. Whenever the data will be stored, whenever the data is going to load into a micro partitions, this micro partitions related metadata will be stored in a somewhere system tables in the Snowflake. Nothing but a this is the table. Fine, this is the table example. For this table, in micro partition 1, data will be available. Data will be available these many records with these values. In micro partition 2, in getting or not, just tell me. In
Yes, sir.
micro partition 2, what and all values are stored and from which column, which data, which values are stored. Micro partition 3, so example like that. So these information will be these metadata will be stored in a somewhere system tables metadata system tables
Hear
somewhere.
you.
The
Okay. Now we can hear you. Now we can hear you.
sorry.
In between we can hear you.
Oh, in between you lost a connection.
Yeah, a little bit. Yes, sir.
Is it?
Yes, sir.
Now it is fine, right? Now what I was
Now it's
saying,
fine. Yeah.
now, what I was explaining, Tejas, whenever we load the data into a table in Snowflake, the data will be converted into a multiple micro partitions. Those micro partitions metadata will be stored in a particular system tables. Like for this particular table, how many micro partitions are there, and then in each micro partitions, what range and what columns data is available. Everything will be recorded in a system tables. Fine, that is clear. That is clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
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 sir. Yeah.
yes.
So can we
See,
see this? Can we see the metadata in case if the when the table gets
yeah,
stored into the multiple partitions?
as part of our course, then I will show you.
Oh, okay, sure, sure, sir.
As part of course I will show you. So like so when the data is loaded into a micro partitions, automatically it will cluster the data. Automatically it will cluster the data. Nothing but it will automatical clustering means automatically logically it will sort the data in your micro partitions. Fine. See here, the data is type based on the name A, B, C, like that. Earlier, the data was not sorted clearly. One second, I will show you. See, this is micro partition. The value Y. the value y, this y, and then one more y is there. Where it is? Can you be able to see one more y? This value y, just I'm giving you one of the random value. That's it. The value y, this is the value y, and then this is the value y stored in the micro partition 3 and 4. Fine. So,
Yes.
yeah, the way the Snowflake is stored into a database, it is a clustered format. Format mati bade automatically the data will be stored, data will be sorted, and then when the data is sorted into a micro partitions, it will looks like now. So this y is available. Y is available in a two micro partitions. Suppose if you query select star from table where name equal to y, directly it will directly come into the partition 3 and then partition 4, and then it will fetch the two records. It will fetch the two records. Fine.
Yes, sir. Correct. So
It
how we
it
can
will not
exactly we can
scan the, yeah, it will not scan the entire micro partitions in your Snowflake database. So that is called query pruning. Query pruning nothing but a one second. Scan the required micro partitions and retrieve the data. Fine. In case of a clustering, again one more level. In case of a clustering, the data will be sorted. And then the data will be the sorted data will be stored into micro partitions here. If you consider now the value y is available only in micro partition 4, directly it will scan only a micro partition 4, and then it will bring the data for you. Again it will save the scanning of the multiple micro partitions based on the system tables, based on the metadata, but directly it will go into it is showing micro partitions, micro partition for rows 19 to 24, rows 13 to 18, rows 17 to 12, rows 1 to 16. Like that, the metadata will be stored somewhere in the tables. By using the system tables, already when clustering algorithm, those things and all, uh, uh, like architecture like that, directly it will go into a micro partition, and then it will bring the data from the particular micro partition. It will not scan all the micro partitions while retrieving. Suppose if you have a 500 micro partition per table, if you querying a particular values, if you querying a particular values, then it will go into a particular micro partition and then hit the data. Praveen, if you are asking if you are asking what is the benefit of the columnar format, nothing but a, suppose let's consider if you querying a based on only this value, if only this value for 3 and then z and then de and then 112, it will check only this record. It will not check
Yep.
all the records.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yes. So basically,
So
it's faster, much faster.
it is very faster. It
Yeah,
is, see,
sir, because of that faster thing only, the multi partition thing exists, right? Came into the Snowflake.
correct. Yes,
Fa-
they have converted it to columnar format to show.
Yeah,
That's why they have done lot of simplification here. They have done lot of simplification. Very easy to use also this one.
yeah, yes, sir.
Clear.
Yep, very much clear.
Mm, Tejas, you got your question. What is the
Yeah.
advantage?
That thank you. That makes sense. So then, so the whole it becomes micropartitions. The idea of micropartitions, and becoming faster, being faster, data more retrievable, and then instead of when it comes to big data, petabytes of data, we would ideally be petabytes of data we'd ideally be able to store store petabytes of data well, meaning store that data within store that data within store that data within and then be able to retrieve that data as within microcluster. So that's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
But and
Yes.
at the same time, so the querying thing also will become complex, right?
It should.
Suppose when multiple partitions are available, so suppose if
Mm.
you want to join the multiple clusters in order to meet some kind of requirement, so
Mm.
that will become a complex.
How?
Yeah, multiple. Suppose 5 partitions are there. So if you want to join, so okay, yeah. Mm,
No, no, no. See
yeah,
here.
got it. Actually, it's the different from the
It's
traditional
okay.
database.
It's okay. See here. When you are saying that data is available one table in micropartition here, another data set is available in the another micropartition, right? When you
Yeah,
join, then it will take the time. See here. In this case, advantage here in the micropartition one, it will read only a required record file. So if you have a table, it is allocated a number of micropartitions to read the particular record. It will not scan all the micropartitions. It will scan only a required set of micropartitions. Right?
yeah, yes,
Not clear. Not clear.
yep. Yeah, got
So
it.
in your traditional database, what it will do in traditional database, if I go traditional database, the data will be stored in a in place of micropartitions where it is storing, the data will be stored in a data pages. Fine. Each
Yep.
database will be 8 KB. 8 KB. Fine. So combination of 8 database will be one extent. 8 databases, one extent. Right. So these extents are stored in file groups. Multiple file groups are stored in one data file. Combination of multiple combination of multiple data file is one database. In traditional database, when your table data is stored in a database, the data will be stored in a database. This is the least component. Fine. While retrieving a data, it needs to scan all the database and bring the data. So to overcome this, they have introduced a micropartition concept. In micropartition concept, they have stored a data in a column format. To read the particular record, instead of checking all the record in all the micropartitions, it will go into only one micropartition and it will scan a only one record at a time instead of checking all the records in a micropartition. If you join a multiple tables, like suppose n number of suppose 10 tables, as I explained earlier, the 10 tables related micropartitions information will be stored in the system tables. While querying while querying while querying your tables, while querying your tables, so based on the data range, the address of the micropartitions are available in the system tables. Directly it will go into a particular micropartition for the particular table and it will bring the data. Like that, if you have a table 2, and then it will check the system table and it will get the address of the micropartition, It will go into the particular micro partition and then bring the data from there. Then where is the time taking here? Just I want to clear you, Praveen.
Yeah, sir, I missed it long.
No, it's okay, it's okay. I want to clear whatever you have the doubt in your mind. I
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
clear everything. You should not see. You should not go with the some mixed thought while leaving the class,
yep,
right?
yep, yes, sir. Yeah, yeah.
Things should be very clear. See, we are see if you go into the interview, if interview ask to describe your storage level, describe your uh, this architecture cloud service layer and then compute layer, you can take a pen and paper, you can draw like this, the data is storing like this, and then virtual warehouse is working like this, and then micro partition multi clusters are working like this, cloud service is working like this. If you explain this low level of information, then why he will not satisfy? Tell me. This is not enough to discuss
Yep,
about the data storage.
yep, yes, sir.
This is more than enough, I guess. Even if you explain this, somewhere the interviewer also will not be having such level information. Clear?
Yep, clear, sir.
Okay, fine. Anyone has any doubts on this discussion?
No, sir.
Shobha,
Very clear, sir. No, sir.
super. Now what we will do? We can create a Snowflake account. We can create a Snowflake account. So the theoretical part is completely done. Nothing but whatever we are going to discuss in the theoretical part, completely we are done. Now we are going to create a Snowflake account. So for that, create Snowflake account. So for that, we need to create one Gmail new account, one email new account. Suppose if you have already existing one, that is enough. No need to create new one. For me, for every class, I need to create. I can't use my personal emails, right? And then create a Snowflake account. Then go to create new Gmail account. Create an account. Dsoft Snowflake user 1234. I can do admin 123. I can use admin 123. Show password. Show password. Okay. This is your username. This is your username password. Next. So country India. I will give my number 9849484812. Next. This phone number cannot be used for verification. Why? 98494 812. This phone number cannot be. No. 98494 812. 9949105. For Google wants to make a sure it's really Google. Why? What happened? 91 98 494 84 800. I am trying to create a new Gmail account which is not related to Snowflake, right, guys? You are
Yeah,
following?
yes, sir. Yes, got it.
But while creation of Gmail account, I am getting a problem. I don't know why it is getting. It should
Yeah,
accept actually 984948.
yeah, it's very strange error. This phone number can be used for verification.
Because I am using this number for multiple accounts, maybe for that it is creating an issue. For that it is creating an issue. Let's consider. 1 second. I will use my institute number. This is 92462 12143 92462 12143. What is this? Why it is asking? This DURGASOFT.
Sir, can't we use the same phone number for multiple Gmail accounts creation?
That is what I'm getting an error now.
Oh, yeah.
I used my number for lot many accounts.
Yeah.
Why what happened? Why it is showing? I will do one thing. I will check. Let me log in into Snowflake. But if I create this Gmail account, then I can able to show you how to create a Snowflake account, and then you can able to uh, you can able to uh, you can able to um, create your end itself. What is the problem?
Yep.
India. No, I tried with my two numbers actually. I
So in
tried with
case if you have already one account which you have used for the Snowflake training, so I think you can use that existing one.
no, you can use only one account to create one Snowflake account actually.
Okay.
You can't use one email for the multiple accounts.
Hi.
Hello?
Phone. Come on. Stay on phone.
1 second. What we can do? Or else we'll do one thing. Can you tell me any one of your email? Any one of your email ID? We'll try to.
ಒಂದು ದೋಸೆ ತಿಂದಿರಿ
Uh, is that fine if anyone can uh, give your email ID?
Okay, sir, I will give.
Yeah. Okay. 1 second then. I will ask you. So first
Okay.
time just DurgaSoft. Can you give me email ID?
Kollu.shobha. KOLLURU dot Shobha gmail.com.
Email contains a unsupported characters. India. Let's try with my one. No? Let's try with my one. I do not. This is so. First, you need to log in with snowflake.com. Fine. Snowflake.com. You need to click on this. Start for free. Fine. And then continue.
Yeah.
So you are following, guys.
Yes, sir.
So first you need to go to snowflake.com. Snowflake.com. And then click on this start for free. Start for free. If you click this, it will come here and then you will provide the previous details and then select this business. Yesterday we discussed, right? Editions.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yesterday we discussed, right? Editions.
Yep,
And
yep.
then select that business critical and then so you need to select either Microsoft Azure or Amazon Web Services. We discussed here, right? See, where is this? AWS or Azure or GCP. You need to
Sir, we don't. Yeah, we don't have the much cloud knowledge, sir.
no need of much cloud. Just you need to select here. That's it.
Okay, okay.
You need to
Yeah,
select
because
here,
it
either
is.
any one of this. I am selecting AWS. I am recommend you to select AWS.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
sir.
I am recommend you to select AWS. Asia specific Mumbai. This location is Asia specific. Select this Mumbai.
Okay,
Fine.
okay.
And then get started. So select that. This is why you are using training or a certification. Submit. It is saying an email to activate your account has been sent to this email ID. This is my email ID. Let's consider whether I got or not. No. Let's wait. Let's wait. It will come. It will come. Because already I have used this email ID for to previous account also. An email to activate your account has been sent to this email ID. So I need to click on that link. Then only it will activate. Activate your Snowflake account. Fine.
Okay,
Click
sir.
to activate. Username. Just where is that username? 1 second. Let's see. Username. Just give like this. I will give DurgaSoft Snowflake user 123. Fine. And then just give the password like this. Admin and admin. Get started. Okay. See, we have created our Snowflake account. So this is your DurgaSoft something you have given. So this is the worksheet. Fine. So here, what see, this is our
Sir,
uh,
this is a complete new thing, right, sir?
this is complete new thing. Yes,
Okay.
this is complete new thing. So when you log, so when you just let's explore what are the things we have in your
Okay.
Snowflake. We can call it as a this is web user interface. Fine,
Web user interface. Okay.
web
Oh,
user
web user interface. Okay.
interface. People will call web UI.
Okay.
Web
Yep.
UI. Fine. So you are connected a Snowflake. You are connected a Snowflake using a web UI. This is clear.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
This is clear or not?
Oh, so basically we have connected to the Snowflake using the web UI.
Web UI.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Got it, sir.
Web UI. So like that you can able to connect. You can able to connect. Uh, you can able to connect your Snowflake using multiple ways. Like 1 second. 1 second. So this is a very simple way to create. Just I have created a one free subscription. Uh, See, if you exit this, you will get the query. Fine, you need to exit. I was trying to explain you how do you connect. How do you connect Snowflake architecture? This is to create the Snowflake account. Uh, these are the steps, right? You need to follow. And then this is our my this one. Next,
So what are the other ways, sir, to connect to the Snowflake?
that is
So
what that is
apart
that
from
is
web user.
that is,
Okay. Okay.
that is what I am trying to show you now. Just I
Okay.
will put the points here. So I'm separating what are the points we have discussed today, right?
Yep. Yep. Sure.
That is what I'm trying to explain you. See, connecting to Snowflake, fine. So you can able to connect using your web interface,
Yep.
web-based user interface. This is the way. You can able to connect your. You can able to connect. You can able to connect your Snowflake using your command line, SnowSQL. I will show you how to. I will show you how to connect to your command line. Work from there, right?
Yeah. Sure. Sure, sir.
You can able to connect using your ODBC and JDBC drivers. You can able to connect native connectors. You can able to connect third-party connectors such as ETL tools. So this is the number of ways to connect your Snowflake. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So like even I didn't even connected through JDBC and then ODBC network, but there are ways to connect using our drivers also. I worked till now with this web used interface and then this command line, and then they will expect in the interview this is enough. So you need to explain very clearly SnowSQL also why you are connecting to SnowSQL. There is a purpose. As part of our course, then we will discuss that one also. Fine.
Okay. Sir,
This is clear.
what about that native connector, sir, using Python? How
So
do we connect
if
to Snowflake?
see so you are going to work as part of the Snowflake, you will get a little bit requirement to work with the Python also. If you
Okay.
if
Okay.
if if you want to write some Python code, then you can able to connect.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. Sure.
Let's
So
ex- let's
we would
explore.
also like to. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
let's explore what are the options we have in your Snowflake web interface, and then proceed further. Fine.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, when you log in initially into your Snowflake, then this was the first screen. Fine. Where you are going to work first, this is the data. This is the data. So here it will give you a number of database list, and then what are the within the database, these are the schema, and this is one more database. So these are the schema. If you explain any one schema, then again you will get the what are the objects you have, what are the objects you have in your snowflake. One second. See, I have a huge diagram. I have a huge material here. I am searching for a particular thing to explain you. Let's allow me 1 minute actually.
Yeah, sure, sir.
I was searching for. I was searching for. Or else I will search in front of you. Snowflake database objects. Go image. If you go image, then you will get. I was looking for your particular image, not this one. Yeah. See. So these are the snowflake objects you have in your snowflake account. You have created this account. This is one of the object. User, you are a user. So for this user, what are the role? So this user and role we will discuss as part of the course. Database is one of the object. Virtual warehouse we discuss theoretically. This is one of the object. We can see this virtual warehouse. You can see this virtual warehouse. See here, if you open this uh, admin and then warehouse, you will get a plus symbol warehouse. Then you can able to create this warehouse like sample warehouse. Very small I will create. This is my first warehouse, and then advanced options, auto resume, auto suspend, and then suspend after 10 minutes. So what is the meaning of this suspend after 10 minutes? Can you tell me? Can anyone tell me? I have explained in previous class, guys.
So basically, this new virtual house warehouse, it stays for only 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, I think that will be collapsed.
Not collapsed. Not
Not
no, not
suspended. Yeah,
collapsed.
it will be.
No,
It's like
it will go into disable mode. Nothing but a sleeping
okay,
mode.
disable mode. Oh,
No
Disable
cost.
mode. Sleeping. Yeah. So when it goes into a sleeping mode or a disable mode, Snowflake will not charge you.
Yes, sir.
oh,
Whenever next time when you start execute your queries, automatically this virtual warehouse will be
Active.
automatically this virtual
enabled.
warehouse will be uh,
Okay, will be enabled. Okay, sir. Yeah, got it.
started. Sure. Suspend, suspended. Fine.
Mm.
See here. The status I am showing. If you want to suspend, you can
So
suspend. If you want to
yeah,
resume,
so yeah, okay, sir. In case if you want to suppose this warehouse is in a suspended mode,
mm,
without enabling, so I'm just writing some queries to queries.
see, suppose if it is suspended, this is in suspend mode. Go to worksheet. Mm,
Okay.
Go to worksheet, create worksheet, and then no warehouse selected here. select your select your virtual warehouse. Fine. Automatically start execute this your code. Now automatically it will start enabling resuming your warehouse.
Okay, yeah, got it, sir.
That is what you want to ask, right?
Yeah, exactly. So we don't need to manually
No need to. So that is
enable.
what he has done. Snowflake has done very simplification, very simplified manner. No need to see, no need to in SQL, whatever you are going to write SQL code, when you start working with the SQL code by writing this, you will feel wow, really. So in such a way, he has done the
Suspended
simplification.
mode, sir.
Sorry,
Don't need to put a suspended mode, sir. Automatically is enabled.
automatically see after 10 minutes, now you are using your sample warehouse. Just now you have created, right, right. So after you have given the 10 minutes, after 10 minutes, automatically it will go into suspend mode if you are not going to use.
Okay, sir.
Fine. So
Fine.
we are checking, we are going through these options. So we are going to use this warehouse, and then in data. So these are the database. These are the database. These are the database. This is the database. Under this database, you have a collection of schema, and then this is the one more database. You have this collection of schemas. Tomorrow we will explore very clearly in the next session. Next session means in Sunday. In my no Monday. Fine.
So what about tomorrow, sir? Tomorrow, day after tomorrow?
Saturday and Sunday we will not be
Oh,
having the class. The
okay.
working days
Yeah.
only.
Okay,
In
okay, sir.
Saturday and
Sir,
yeah, tell me, Praveen.
yeah. So basically, uh, so sir, SQL having good knowledge of SQL is enough to work on Snowflake, sir. So any
That
other
is if
additional?
no, if you have a SQL knowledge, that is more than enough.
Okay. Yeah. So
If you don't
basically,
have SQL, if you
the
don't have
command
SQL
line
knowledge,
needs.
then I will explain you. If one second.
Yeah,
If
sure,
you
sir.
have a SQL knowledge, then I will also cover some SQL concepts in uh, as part of this class. Okay, then go
Oh,
with your
SQL. It's
query, Praveen.
yeah. So basically, I just want to understand, sir. So having good knowledge of SQL is enough.
That is more than enough.
Okay. Sir, so basically the Snow SQL is there, right? So using that when we interact with the command line thing. So when we interact
Command
with
line,
the
yeah.
Snowflake data warehouse. So in
Hmm.
the Snow SQL is nothing but a SQL commands. Am I
Now,
understand?
there actually there is a purpose to use that SQL. What is the purpose? Then I will explain at the time of
Okay.
course.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, following, sir.
99% of the things we are going to work here only.
Okay, sir. Yeah.
So there is a purpose why we are using that command prompt, and in people will expect in the interview whether you have worked or not in the SQL. Then I will clearly explain the requirement, why we are going to use, what is the use, then how we are going to connect, what are the SQL statements we are going to execute there. Then everything I will show you as part of the class.
Yep. Yeah, sure, sir.
So
Sir,
here, yeah,
okay.
Praveen.
So which one is widely used, sir? The web interface, web user interface, or
That's what I told you. 99% we are using this one only,
web user interface?
web user interface.
Okay. Yeah, got it, sir.
Any other questions?
No, sir. With my very limited knowledge, so whatever comes in my
No,
mind,
it's
whether
like
it is a small
no,
question
that
and
no. I want more interaction from you guys, so that I will understand that whether you are understanding or not. See, as part of my duty, if I do by explaining all the things and then going and then completing things, that is not the satisfaction for job, right, Praveen?
yeah, exactly, sir. That is what we
That is
love
not.
you. Seriously.
That is not the job.
That's
See, if I have a 10 members in the class, if I have a n number of times, if n number of students, if they don't know anything about the background sequence and all, my intention, my goal is my satisfaction. They need to understand in low level. Then only I am doing my justification to my job. See, by
yeah,
explaining and then by showing some slides, by showing some thing, by sharing some material, and then going. That is not the thing actually. You need to understand. So you need to be like get benefited. You need to be get the job in Snowflake. So that is the thing actually. See, I want more questions from you. Then only I will come to know that whether you understood or not, you are understanding the concepts or not, right, Praveen, Shobha?
Yeah, yeah. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
If you don't know, if you're not understanding, then you don't get the questions. If you don't the questions, then you will not get anything. So that is loss for you. I will not get any loss, right? But only thing is, my intention is I want you to get understand very clearly. That's why I'm asking again. Whenever you get a queries, whenever you get a query, stop me and then ask me the n number of questions. I don't mind anything if you ask a number of questions. I want more interaction from the people, from the audience, so that sessions will be very colorful. Or else, if you're not talking, I am only talking. The movie will be black and white movie, right?
Yes, sir.
Like that. Any queries?
So nothing, sir, as of now. So yeah, for Monday class, I think so we'll ready with some couple of questions. So
Yes,
we
yeah.
just
In
go
Monday
through.
question, in Monday questions, we will explore more things, and we can create small statements. Say how to create a database, how do we create schemas, how do we create tables, how do we create virtual warehouses. Virtual warehouses we have created GUI. How do we create through the SQL statement? And then we'll proceed further one by one. Then from that class, the things will be very interesting actually. So we will come to know what are the beauty we have. What are the beauty we have in Snowflake. So whatever we have discussed, all the theoretical part, that theoretical part will be uh, used in the further class.
Okay,
Virtual
sir.
warehouses, multi-clusters, nodes, and then the virtual warehouses, fine schemas, those things under storage components, those things will be useful in next classes. So this is the way to create the account. You just be ready with your account and come to the next class. Create from your end at the home and then start working. So from the next class onwards, whatever I am going to execute the SQL code, that I will share with you. Then you can practice the discussed thing uh, from your end. Fine.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sir.
Is that fine?
Yep,
Right.
sure, sir.
Sure. Shall we meet on Monday on same time 9:30?
Yeah, sure, sir.
Shobha,
Okay, sir.
if you want my number and then my email ID, I will share you in the chat. Then you can
Okay, sir.
contact me anytime. Fine.
Okay,
Yeah,
sir.
sure, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
C 9849484812. I will be available. I am available in this number WhatsApp and then direct call. You can WhatsApp me. This is my number. somo.katikar@gmail.com. So this is my universal email ID. This is the only one email ID. I will be available 24/7. Whenever you message or in WhatsApp, I will be active. Whenever you send in a message, spontaneous, I will, irrespective of my schedules. If I have a meeting in my as part of office, maybe will get little bit delay. But even though in a meeting also, if I am free, then I will try to give the reply. Fine. If you send an email, for that also I will take little bit time and then give you a reply. Whatever you have a queries, whatever you have a questions, whatever you have things, then you can send me a message. You can call me anytime. I will support you. Fine.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, sure, sir.
Thank you.
Right then. Wind up the call and then we'll meet on Monday. Fine.
Okay, sir. Fine, sir.
From your end, by Monday you need to ready with this account, this web user interface you need to create. Right. I showed you, right. Go to snowflake.com and then
Free trial.
go to Snowflake and then free trial, and then there you need to give your email ID and your details, and then you will go to the next session, next screen. There you need to select edition, and then you need to select that AWS provider, and then create, and then the email will go to activation email will go to your email ID. If you click on that, and then your account will be created. Again, it will ask you the username, and then it will ask you to provide the password. That username and then password you need to save once account is created. That URL you need to save like this
Okay, sir.
URL you need to save, this username you need to save, this password you need to save till the end of the course. Then you are going to use that account only till the end of the course. You are going to use account. You need to save this one, you need to save this one, you need to save this one. This is clear. this is a new account I have created for you guys to explain. So from Monday onwards, I'm going to use this account only from my end. From your end, you need to use your account so that you need to create your account and you need to provide your own email ID. Fine. You can
Yeah,
create
sure.
Yes.
you can create new email ID or you can use your existing email ID. That is up to you.
Okay.
Yep, sure.
Clear, right?
Yeah,
Clear,
sure.
sir.
Fine. We'll meet on Monday. Thank you. Bye bye.
Yeah,
Okay,
thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank
Bye.
you. Yes, sir.